Even have phone books nowadays. Fuck
Yeah, they do. All right.
they do.
We are
need to get a
recording.
sandwich.
Tape is rolling, boys and girls.
What's Dakota?
You're early today, man.
Now
What's
we're
up with
about
that?
a minute out. Not even. Well, by the time we run the two opening top hour and other stuff,
Gotta dangle
We're about
the
a
mic
minute out.
between your legs.
Jade is now online. Jade.
alrighty, quiet on the set, boys and girls. Getting ready to go live radio.
I clicked start.
Oh, God dang it.
I know.
She doesn't do that.
Check that. We got a couple more seconds. Hold tight, boys and girls. Alright, here we go.
Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia, and no other freaking better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news right here inside Shroud Avatar 5 days a week for over 2 years running now. Bringing you the latest and greatest news and happenings, crazy wild hijinks, and of course burning pianos in the background thanks to Cornelius back there. Thank you.
Would it be a burning piano or a flaming piano?
Flaming piano. I don't know. Is Arius here?
Well, he's not here right now. I mean, he might be still dealing with the Windows update of
yeah, I don't know if he ever
Crash
recovered
City.
from that. But yes, for the record, it is Thursday, May 11th, 2017. For those of you who are interested in what day it is, and of course, so you know, listening and rebroadcasts, what broadcast you're listening to. As they may seem like they're all the same crap over and over and over again.
It is the same crap over and over again. What are you talking about?
Groundhog Day.
It is the same crap. The only difference is that I change my shirt, you don't change yours.
I just, yeah. I don't know.
Mustard stains, man.
Hey. That mustard stain.
I do
came
laundry
from,
at least once a month.
That mustard stain came from trying to escape from the Great Cat Massacre of 497 PC, man. You know.
You mean
How many
the very
years ago
short-lived
was
cat
that?
massacre?
Oh, how many years? How many years
Very,
ago?
My
very
sandwich.
short.
Yeah.
Well,
I
are you
lost
sure
my
it wasn't-
pastrami sandwich in that event, man, and I just never got over it. Yeah.
See, I'm surprised you didn't say that the mustard stain came from eating reeks at Hobloth.
Well, is I didn't eat any reeks at Hobloth.
You didn't eat the reeks at Hobloth?
No, I
Why
can't-
not?
I can't stand that crap.
What? The reeks were delicious.
Yeah, well,
Dude, that is genuine imported German Landjäger sausage. That is fantastic.
I
I
don't care
know.
for it.
It's like You gotta love the reeks.
And the fact that I chipped a tooth on the ribs one night, it was another sort of thing that kept me from chomping on things like that. So,
You're not supposed to be chomping on the bone, man.
well, yeah, but
I got a softer bone for you to chomp on.
no,
Seriously, Like,
Yeah.
what would you rather have then?
it's-
Like, inquiring minds need to know.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, how about
I
4
loved
planning
everything
prep is
else that
coming
was
up.
available. It's just the reeks were
Well,
not
that-
my thing. That's all. Sorry, no offense.
Well, that's fine, but what is your thing?
I
Juicy
eat. Well,
sauce.
see again. I eat one meal a day. That's it. I eat dinner. I don't eat breakfast, lunch. I don't do a lot of snack foods. As 30 years in the restaurant business as a chef, not much impresses me anymore. Okay. Yeah, I grew up with prime rib, hollandaise sauce, and all the shit in between. Yeah, I've done sports bars. I've done Park Avenue. I've been every extreme on food. Yeah, food only is sustenance to me. Nothing really impresses me. You want to impress me? Give me a good pizza. Give me a good bagel. Yeah.
Well, see, then we'd have to get some deep dish pizza and give it to you.
No, see,
Yes,
that's not
yes.
good.
See,
Now, I'll
that's-
tell you
that's
what really did pique my interest when I was there was the kolaches, what Jack used to eat almost every day, because that was a unique
Kolaches are
twist.
awesome.
That was a unique twist on something that we don't have
Those are the one
regionally
things
here.
I didn't like.
And, it was a nice little nosh when you needed something. Now, of course, don't get me wrong. Hobloth is one of those things where I got to break the rules a little bit because all the libations that you consume throughout the day also require you to take some food throughout the day. So, but yes, if I had to say one thing, it was the kolaches that were really, really unique there.
Well, if you think of something that you
Kolaches.
want, let me know. Like Jack said, I'm still planning, and I'm totally open to input.
Of course, another one of them unique things. I was on my way to Texas for the first time since I was there in the 1980s in basic training. And on the way in, Jack told us we had to stop at the Buc-ee's. And of course, I walked into Buc-ee's and I was like, "Holy!"
Well,
fuck.
I didn't tell you had to stop. I told you had to go to the bathroom,
Bathroom at Buc-ee's. Yes, but that
Yeah,
was pretty much.
it's like- you just-
You got to stop. I'm sorry.
Why do you have to do
No,
that?
no. You have to. It's an experience unlike any other. Going to the bathroom at a Buc-ee's.
Yeah, well,
I-
that and just going.
It is
to
not
a
like
Buc-ee's.
the outhouse that Led Zepp's been using.
But of course,
I know the show's going, right?
we also ran into
What?
Buc-ee's Crack, which is the beaver
Oh,
nuggets. Okay,
Beaver nuggets.
So-
Yeah.
of course, when I came across those, when I came to Hobloth, we brought bags of them to serve during happy hour, which we were hosting. I hosted a couple nights in the pub, and that was a nice, unique snack. But man, I tell you, it's no good for you. But the best
what
things
is-
in life are
what
not good
is-
for you.
See, you do realize that good is relative.
Hey, you're talking to the guy
Good-
who's going to
good
tell
is
you
completely relative.
that eggs, milk, butter, and sugar are the best things that you can ever eat in life, and the rest of that crap and substitutes is what's killing America and everybody out there. Okay, I'm
exactly.
sorry.
Screw that shit. Give me the natural
You got to
stuff.
tell me that you made butter out of plants and oils? I'm sorry.
Yes, screw
Butter
that
comes
shit.
from milk, and milk comes from cows. And I don't care,
That's right.
Anyway, enough of that.
Yep.
It's,
Agreed.
yeah, no, Reek's just it's not my thing, Looked like a Slim Jim, reminded me of a Slim Jim. I grew up on, people who ate those all the time. So here,
Slim
take
Jims.
a bite. I just
You
didn't
grew
care.
up on Slim Jims.
Eat me. That's right. Anyway.
And you don't mess around with Slim Jim.
That's right. Don't miss her. My father's actually got credit on that song. My father was the rhythm guitar player on Don't Mess Around with Jim.
Sweet.
Yes, little music trivia for you. Yes, my father was a studio musician back in the day. Worked with a lot
Good
of those
song.
guys. Yes.
Yeah, well, my dad owns Microsoft, and he can ban you.
Yeah, well, do we want to talk about what Microsoft's new proprietary stuff's going to do to all those folks using Kodi and the Bay? Do we want to touch on that? No, that's got nothing to do with any of this stuff. But it's got people up in arms out there.
You can't stop me from using the Bay.
Yeah, right. They're going to try.
Let me go check the Bay right now.
You're going to see a lot of people go, I'm going over to Ubuntu. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm on the Bay right now, and I have the most recent Windows update.
No, this is something they just released. This won't be in Windows 10, I don't think.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving right along, we got all sorts of great information. Of course, the boys and girls actually posted the press release on their website today. For those of you who missed all the big, exciting news yesterday.
Well, the partnership with Black Sun Gaming.
Black Sun Gaming. That's right.
Which is a publishing house outside out in Moscow. So they're going to be serving Russian patrons of Shroud of the Avatar. And the difference is that they will actually be able to open up their own game servers and distribution that way. So it's going to be one where, you know what, this is...
I've had a couple people do a little bit of research, and they say that these folks also distribute to different parts of the world. Czechoslovakia, Yugoslavia, China,
Baltic states.
A lot of places these guys got their fingers in. So good news all around.
Russia. I have no idea what the Commonwealth of Independent States is, but I do know what the Baltic states are.
Yes.
So that is where they're going to be publishing and operating Shroud of the Avatar out of, which tells me that the Russian bot makers are going to be having the best bots available.
I tell you, I heard quite a buzz and talk about that in several rooms last night, and we had a couple.
Don't know what
laughs.
you're talking about.
Yeah, we had a couple good laughs.
We would never have discussions about Russian bot makers.
Hey, well, it wasn't going on just over here, so that's what I'm saying. I heard it in a couple other places last night, which was just really cool.
Yeah.
As oh man, we're gonna see the botters now.
Turn off your hacks.
Turn off your hacks.
That doesn't mean that we're gonna see the botters now, because you know what? Do you remember Bob?
Not the builder.
What's it, Bob? Not the builder Bob, not the dev Bob.
The bunny Bob?
This is release 14, 15, somewhere in there, and there was a guy that was botting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Well, one of the funny comments I heard was, we won't see them until they've refined them on the other servers, then they come here for the real gold, was one of the comments that,
Well, I mean, that's one where it's like, as far as the MMO goes, you always have to be on the lookout for botters and technology that will automate all the processes for you. Gaming made easy.
Macros? What are you talking about?
No, nobody would ever do that.
No one would ever do that.
Not in the game.
Especially when it takes 2.5 minutes to turn 20 wood scrap into wood pulp.
Is that all?
2.5 minutes, man.
Is that one scroll? What is that?
That's just
that would be
pulp.
For 4 scrolls. Yeah, that's scrap to pulp, and then another 2.5 minutes to turn. So you actually have to do that.
They have
You should figure time per scroll.
No, you have to do that 5 times in order to get enough pulp for 20 recall or teleport scrolls, and that crafting also takes another. So that's in order to convert wood scrap into 20 teleports or recall scrolls, it takes approximately 30 minutes.
There's the craft all button. They ain't instituted that yet.
Yeah, you know what? No.
Well, they should.
So
agreed.
And that and
Gonna
the
keep all
public
those
data that has
knockoff
been kind of
manufacturers out of business because of the amount of work it takes. I tell you, don't stop.
okay. There's a reason that my teleports and recalls are 150. And it's not just because it's so much easier to just add a 0 to the end.
Shh! Don't be giving away trade secrets.
Yeah, time is money.
That's right.
Time is money.
Hey, well, you know that better than anybody else. You've actually sold teleports and recalls for cash.
Yes, I have. I have done that on Shroud Marketplace. I have sold teleports and recall scrolls for cash, and you know what? I laughed hysterically, and
We're still
I was
laughing.
giddy and excited.
We love this shit, I tell you.
You know what? Just because time is money, and you know what? I'm not going to, because we can do it.
That's
yes,
right.
and it does not violate the terms of service.
Absolutely.
But we do have a lot of great news for everybody, especially if you're a DirectX 9 player.
Ooh, yes. If you're a
You ready for
DirectX
this?
9 player.
If you are a DirectX 9 player, which means that you have an older video card that does not support DirectX 10, 11, or 12, you are going to have your support ended for the game at release 42. So they have had some challenges ensuring stability when supporting all of the DirectX features that the game employs, and a key roadblock is supporting legacy versions of DirectX. Please shoot me now. Because of these problems hindering development, starting in release 42, they will be discontinuing support for DirectX 9. DirectX 11 will continue to be the core version until they upgrade to DirectX 12. And they are also looking into the possibility of eventually supporting DirectX 12. What about Vulkan? Vulkan. This update will likely not affect any of you, because if you're using DirectX 9, you're using an older video card and older system. Anyways, that probably doesn't meet the minimum specs. Ooh.
Suck it all.
And that means that you're... Yes, which means that someone might have to go out and update their video card driver and/or operating system. I suggest a Linux
PC.
variant and/or PC, and then install Wine or something like that. Yes. Although every time I tried to ever install Wine, it was a catastrophe. But I haven't touched a Linux variant in like 6-7 years.
I actually tried it on a virtual box about 2 months ago, and I went, yep, ain't gonna do it.
This is a pain in the ass to get this crap installed.
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell am I doing?
That was even with an installer package. It was like, hey, what, are you kidding me?
Yeah. Oh, what kind of installer package were you using? Was it an RPM, a Debian?
Well, it wasn't Wine. It was Ubuntu. It was Ubuntu.
Oh, you were just trying to install Linux.
Ubuntu.
Yeah. Whatever.
Ubuntu.
Brooklyn. It's Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay? Ubuntu.
It's Thursday, and Laz doesn't know how to use the words. Enunciate those words clearly.
What do you want from me, eh? Jeez.
$2?
$2.
And a contract.
$5 a long time. $5 a long time.
$2?
You ain't getting no contract.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
What?
I want my $2!
See, the sound effects agree with me. Okay, so moving right along from there.
20 papers, that's $2. Plus
20
tip.
papers.
plus tip. Gotta
Oh.
get the tip.
I have an update on that chick that's trying to fish me on
Oh,
on Facebook.
love you long time.
Yeah, she finally tried to do the money drop.
I told you it was coming.
Well, I knew it. I mean, it's like I'm having fun with it. It's like, yeah,
Yes.
it's like,
So
yeah.
real quick, let's get everybody up to speed on this. A couple days ago, was about a week now.
Like 3-4 days, maybe a week ago, but someone randomly tried to add me on Facebook. Said she's from Austin, she's a nurse, and she's in Kenya doing some volunteering stuff for the World Health Organization. And this is awesome. So she says she's a nurse doing diabetes education. I'm a type 1 diabetic.
Yes.
And it's like, okay, so
all the red
nothing
flags
about-
went up, and Jack, being the guy he is, with a little extra free time on
like,
his hands these
fuck
days,
this.
decides
It's
to
like,
fuck with
time
the
to-
person fishing him.
Oh, yeah. It's like, oh, what's your favorite color? Blue. And by the way, it's not blue. It's like, where are you from? I said some other city that I'm not from. It's like, okay, here's some misinformation. It's like, I haven't asked for like the any silly pictures yet, but that's going to be coming in the very near future, and I hope I get some really silly pictures.
Well, they're going to be pictures of some other chick out in the internet, so.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like, it's really funny because it's like, she sent me I want to say this is like a 10-year-old picture of like someone in a nurse's uniform in a room, an exam room of some sort. It's yeah, it's like, but yeah, it's just bad. It's like a pathetic attempt in order to get
That's
money.
funny.
And so the money request finally came today where it's like, I don't have electricity. It's like, you're in Kenya.
That's what you get
It's
for.
like,
I didn't know they had electricity in Kenya.
well, no, it's not that. It's
I
just,
know.
it's like, if you're going to try to fish someone, at least be an expert on what you're trying to fish for. And so she says she's from Texas as well, and it's like she's using English spellings for most things, like favorite with the U in it, or what other behavior with the U, and a few other words with the English spellings, which Americans don't know how to spell anything. And I haven't asked her to pronounce vitamins yet, because vitamins don't make sense. Aluminum. Where's my aluminium?
Aluminium. That's right.
That's right.
Aluminium.
Yeah.
Don't forget to give me my privacy.
Yes.
Yes, my
have your
privacy.
Yeah.
Yes, you got to have your
You gotta
privacy.
be privy to your privacy. That's right.
Cider
We
is
haven't
a
talked
wash
about the
closet.
Jaguar.
The Jaguar.
Yeah.
Well,
Jaguar. Yes.
you know, people from Connecticut actually call it that, right? You know.
What? Can't do that. Can't deal with that. Okay, so
It's like
moving right along.
chowder.
Other news. We do have stand-up corner. Then we also have some other information out there for everybody. It's a stand-up corner. Don't forget, that's where the devs say, hey, I worked on this yesterday. I'm working on this today. Something random gets eventually written down and published to the interwebs, and we get to interpret it, what they're saying. And don't forget, our interpretations may or may not be accurate, or they are always accurate in Laz's mind.
We're always on the mark.
Always, always. So what are those
in our
curtains again?
interpretation of the news.
3 curtains.
Wait, what kind of curtains?
Hey, don't go there.
The one thing that both Laz and I, it's like, man, I wanted to say it, but I didn't want to say it.
Ain't gonna do it. Ain't gonna do it.
Gix is taking off his clothes today. He's prepared for the stand-up corner.
Oh,
Now the real question is he ready for the bend over? Okay, so
Yeah, I
this
know
is
Ben.
yesterday's stand-up corner. You know Ben? Okay. Over in the art department, Bob the Builder
Cult of Bob.
working on furniture. He's trying to make sure the bedroom's put together. And
Echo Divas
make sure
love
the
there,
portrait-
Bobby.
Yeah. Damon
Damon
working on the artwork for the Ring of Fire.
bringing them
because he's
in
going-
black back.
Down, down, down.
He's going
Yep.
down.
He's going down.
Going down.
Way straight to the hands and knees.
Oh, I see
And,
what Gix is up to. Gix is suiting up, and he looks like an Elvis.
Nice tights.
The-
Purple.
Those glitter
Royalty.
pants are fabulous, I must say. But those boots leave something to be desired. Yeah, he's trying different boots. He's trying to find the right ones. It's like,
It
which ones
looks
do
like
not
an Elvis
clip? Yep.
jumpsuit going on over here, but
Yeah.
moving right along. That's right.
Damon's also working on the healing ray. Fletcher
lives.
Okay, finally. It's
Sorry,
like
it's Tweety Bird
Hold on,
going
hold on.
off crazy over there.
I got to find my post-it notes. That way I can give you a tip.
Ooh, oh.
Say what?
He's throwing a tiny tip on his tiny
Close your
post-it
ears.
notes. Yeah.
Screw it up.
Okay.
Close your ears.
I don't think
your eyes.
anybody can see that. I think it's better if you hold it closer to your head.
Well, yeah, but you missed your cue.
I can't cue on something I don't see.
Okay, then also, so Fletcher's working on the Sequana NPC and clothing. Kevin working on release 42 blockers,
Already?
Jiras. Yeah, release 42 blocker Jiras. You know what? That means something didn't pass the smell test
That's it.
and NPCs.
Hey. Your freaking bathroom over there.
What? The almighty Gix Vargash. Matt.
Yeah.
Releasing one with the Kabbalist attacks in idle animations and burning deaths.
Burning death.
Yeah, I wonder if he's going to interview Burning Toad for that on how to die properly.
I don't know, but I saw a couple
And-
interesting requests out there, like water animation for dying in hot tubs. Was an interesting request.
Don't drink in hot
Are
tub.
you sure? You sure? Then Reed was working on the heavy armor decorations, so that way we can place our heavy armor on the ground or on some stands.
Display.
Yes, and tents in basements, and more props and decorations.
Got to prop up.
Over-
that
Yeah, you got to do something. Over in design, Beezus
tent. The bees.
working on creature skills and animation support.
It's you.
Seawolf
Sea wolf.
working on High Vale outskirts spawning and merchants. Damien working on Solace Bridge tutorials and High Vale tutorials and Blood River tutorials. He's got your tutorials covered.
He's got up your
And-
tutorial, I tell you.
Yeah, up your tutorial factor. Dan the Man
And the man.
Suck it, miners.
working on the player towns and release 42 critical issues and some mines. Sanio working on Solace Bridge upskirt quests and spawning support and Escort NPCs. Lum the Mad
Lum the mad.
working on the finale planning because eventually we'll have a finale in game. It's going to be a naked dance party. I'm letting you know that right now.
Better be naked, because, they keep telling me it's naked and I keep showing up and it ain't no fun.
You know what? It's like we need the hot coffee mod because I'm tired of my skivvies.
Want to be able to get jiggy
Got-
with it.
Yeah, exactly. I want to do the helicopter properly. I mean, I need to be singing "You Spin Me Right Round." I mean,
Meat spin.
something needs to be happening. Yeah. It's like how long can you last? How many spins? Sorceress Steve working on Blood River's upskirt waypoints and creatures. He's trying to figure out how far he needs to go up those skirts in order to get to the waypoint.
Till you get wet.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Got
Well, it's the blood river, though.
When you feel moisture, you've
Yeah.
reached your objective.
Be careful
Reach
up there
your
for the Blood
destination.
River, that's right. A new low.
What?
Never
A
mind.
new low.
Never mind.
A new low. Where is this coming from? Hold on. Yeah. Yep. Hey, JJ, naked dance parties have never been done in game. Never.
Never. Not happening.
Okay. Yeah. Then after that, I got to find the right window. What am I looking for?
You're
where
looking
am I going?
for
all the way over here.
Travis.
You mean the energy vortex, List Rostov?
Otherwise known as our own List Rostov. That's right.
She is a wonderful person in game, outside of game. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. He's a beautiful creature. I don't care what you say about him.
Most common answer given: I don't want to look at a male avatar's ass all day.
Oh yeah. Yeah. He's trying to plug in the Oracle Colossus. He's trying to make sure that he's inserting the plugs in properly. How many holes can you put things into? I know of at least 3.
I know Led Zeppelin's tried just about every variant there is.
Yeah. And he has also found some bugs.
Bug.
Over in tech.
Tech.
Yeah, Zep. Over in tech. Bobby.
Little Bobby Thompson.
Working on music and moon dials and public stats and forums.
Public
Eric
stats. Yes, we have some chat on that today.
A little bit of discussion about that coming up in a few minutes. Eric working on navigation meshes, on decorations, and AI combat behaviors. JY working on the plants and free trial. Wizard Smoke.
You've got
he's been puff past the mail with deliverables, aka I can send you gold and or items that you purchase on Shroud Marketplace. Yeah, so that way I can deliver those
funny.
teleport scrolls and recall scrolls.
List messages me and says, that's exactly why. Most common answer given, don't want to look at a male avatar's ass.
What are you talking about?
Oh, when we were joking around.
Oh, absolutely.
And he comes back laughing. He says, "That's exactly why." I said, "I know that. It's the most common answer given."
I love looking at the feminine form. Yeah. I spend a lot of time doing it, multiple times a day. That sometimes follows.
We know our players. We know our trends. We follow them around here.
Yeah. The Deathbringer one and only. He's trying to provide some visual effects support. Trying to figure out how do you click the install button for Unity 5.6 and combat. Oh wait, I need a different post-it note for this one.
Hey, what is this? No cue cards. There's no planning around here. There's none of this, This is totally unscripted. You can't be writing a script now. That just doesn't work.
What? Are you sure about that?
I don't know, because I can't read that.
You can't read that?
Oh, soapbox engage. Now I can read it.
Oh, okay. We just have to hold it up there properly. Taslo working on the public stats and security direction and updates. What's really funny is don't forget, as soon as the the Russians start getting involved, the security direction is going to be a cluster.
Tesla. Well, you know what? Tesla may not be working on that end. They'll have to worry about their own security, right?
Well, it's going to be interesting because I think we're going to end up enabling like two-factor authentication and all kinds of other things that I know that there's been the forum cry for only a couple of years about two-factor authentication. Then and our useless overhead group
that we can actually live with, that ain't going to be painful every time we want to try and log into it. That's not going to cause us to repeat it 5 times in a row before we get it right.
What?
Maybe.
You mean that annoying CAPTCHA?
Maybe.
Maybe. Our useless overhead group, we have Andrea, NFG. Andrea working on the regression tests and localization and the QA forums. The Dippy Bird.
The bird.
Seen that now.
Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird.
Working on meetings and blog updates. Gorn.
Working on general business.
Working on general business and the free trial. Don't forget, he loves the metric system. Barrick. Trying to figure out how do I access the community website and the free trial and updates. Hutch. Working on in interactives and character review and direction and lights. The Attenwood working on sanity tests and regression tests and localization. Lord British.
What?
What's he doing?
I'm trying to queue him up, man. Working on the general business and meetings.
Business.
Chaos.
Yeah, see, the
Working
problem
on
is
decoration
the queue comes
bugs.
after you say it, not before you say it. Bug.
Oh, okay, good. Finally, you got that one.
You don't go
and
queue and then you
accounts.
haven't said your line yet. It doesn't work that way.
Hey, I had already said my line. What are you talking about? Shipping and accounts, and you know what? If he received a 1B 6 months ago, he's finally thinking about shipping it out in accounts and security updates. Serafina, working on that customer service.
Like nobody else can give.
And shipping direction and reward and accounts and regression tests. And the Dorkstar working on the postmortem questions and general business and meetings. And that is what our devs said they were working on yesterday.
What? There ain't no queue there.
I don't know where we're going from now.
Oh, you need a queue now. Is that what you're saying? Okay. And JJ,
well, actually, I know exactly where we're going. It's just I'm trying to give you the opportunity to get a word in edgewise or something.
Thank you very much, JJ. They were expensive.
Oh yeah. Well, it's even better when he takes them out and he provides you that full LAS service.
There ain't nothing like a hum job, I tell you.
They're nothing quite like the feeling, man. Yeah.
Bummer.
Hey, let Jeff knows.
If there's not a sheep involved, he doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah. Is moving right along.
You know what?
Let's talk about public access stats. Public stats server, which was just recently opened up. Of course,
I need to go. I need to go find that post again.
You don't need that post. I got better shit for you than that.
Well, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff, but yeah.
Like Umari's better stuff. Have you seen all that?
Well. Yes, I have. I was perusing that earlier, and it's like I have a question whether or not Umari is taking that from the public stats or if he's taking it from the Soda HUD.
He's taking this from the Soda stats. This is the information that can gleaned, including he's got one that will show you a list of users online, which is not currently working because of the security flaw that was put in there, and Undone is working to fix that. Hopefully we will have a fix for that today. But drop this in chat for everybody so that they can see it.
The umari.com/soda/stats/top 25.
That's right.
Don't forget capitalization matters, and I'm not going to go through all the capitalization with you.
Yeah, now it's just click on the link. A lot easier to do that. And of course, if you back out the top 25, you'll just get to the stats page, which will show you loot drops over the past 12 hours, as well as the various top 20, that's the 25 lists, as well as the online players, which will be online hopefully soon enough.
Yeah. But I mean, the good thing is that we have this public data. The fun thing is some of the access that people have been asking for hasn't made it into the public stats. Like what people really want to know is going prices for items on merchants that are going to be, you know what?
More importantly, a lot of information that people didn't want out there was being shown.
Oh, absolutely.
They're fixing that right now, thanks to Umari, because for those of you who do not know who Umari is our resident player math geek and debunker of many things. If there's a flaw with the math, or there's something with the coding, he's going to find the problem and he's going to report it and let everybody know, hey, dudes, heads up. Which
he loves looking at the stats, and he loves collecting the data and analyzing the data. I mean, that's where he was one of those guys that actually went through all the taming stuff and documented how poor the implementation was. So the fact that he was able to actually catalog every single incident and actually look at what was really happening, it becomes a lot better and a lot better information for a little bit of everybody. So what I think is really funny is the deadliest monster is the dragon, followed by it's killed almost 2,000 people in the last 24 hours or something like that.
This is telling us most murdered. And let me see if I can get back there.
Yeah, most murdered is pretty damn funny just because list is up there. Where was that again?
Most murdered. This up on screen. Most murdered is there.
Most murdered is Matthias Necrothafts, whatever it is, followed by Oxnall Smokin', List Rostov, and then after that, so the most murders we have, List is in there as well. I mean, so he does enjoy his PvP flagging, and he does enjoy
cheater.
I know. It's like, but Corpor is leading that, and don't forget, there is a way to actually have your name not included in any of this stuff.
Yes, there is a new
going to be
toggle.
Yeah. So you can show your name or hide your name from public stats. So there is a toggle for that if you right click on your health bar in the top left.
Yes.
Victim anonymous.
Well, I think it's really funny
You
when you
better
start getting
watch
into
out. We're gonna get some stats on all those sheep you're molesting out there, man.
I know. It's like, how many sheep has Led Zepp done? Yeah,
Gotta check his fingers for wool.
You'll be digging that wool out forever.
Got wool under my fingernails.
I think it's kind of funny that the duration of the stats, the most refined crafted item was wood pulp. Imagine that. 200,000 wood pulp. I wish I knew the duration of the stats. It's like from when to when is this done? And I know I'm responsible for probably
about
40,000.
6,000.
You the top victim, are you?
No, not even. Because otherwise I'd be doing that right now. I'm actually out of wood pulp or wood scrap again. So
yeah, it's in the last 24 hours. It's the last day's numbers. So
well, I don't think that Corpor killed 63 people in the last 24 hours.
No, because it hadn't been running that long. So that was in less than 24 hours. I think right about now we're hitting the first full 24-hour period. Is that correct, List?
Are you sure about that?
I'm getting information on my chat as we're talking here.
Because otherwise, List was killed 29 times in the last 24 hours.
That's one.
Trip or what?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. That's one trip out. That's like an hour for this.
To get killed 29 times. I mean,
Well, he's right here. How many times did you die, and how long
Wet
did it
toilet
take
paper?
for that to happen? Let's ask him the question.
I know the Virtue League was last night, but 29 times to die? That's a lot of deaths.
Dude.
Yeah.
If I was out
That's
there,
like
I would be top of that list. I guarantee. Oh, those are murders.
That's me
Those are
going out.
PvP, right?
Oh, he was testing the fall.
There you
Huh,
go.
yeah.
See? Hello.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe he did die 29 times.
None of those days you hit a rock and you
And
fall
losing
down and kill
lots of
yourself.
duels,
Remember
yeah.
that?
You remember taking the turn coming around the corner from the skilled trainer in the crafting center right in front of her lot? You'd make that turn and you'd trip and die, man. We used to sit there all day just watching people.
That was hilarious. The random death bug. It's like you're walking along, poof, you're dead.
There was a spot where you would trip right in front of our lot back then, and I tell you, I would watch it over and over. They come around that corner, and boom!
I missed that.
Oh yeah,
You missed that.
That was like release 18, 19, somewhere in there.
It was
hilarious.
It's pretty funny.
People be running around the road, and all of a sudden, ghosts.
Fall
damage. Just
to get
face
another one.
plant. You could see them just do it, and face plant ghost. Simple as that.
Yeah, good old days.
But moving right along, of course, we do have questions from the postmortem that were not answered. Unfortunately, it's that time of the day where we got to move on, and we're not going to get to those today, so you're going to have to wait
It's
till
all your
tomorrow's show.
Wait, hold on. Let me do one.
Let me get that up there then. What do you want? Which one you want to do? You want to do right off the top?
No, I just wanted to say yes. The classic star answer. It's a non-answer. I mean, just because I could do this, but we'll talk more about that tomorrow. But right now, you know what? It's time to make sure that you have downloaded the NBNN app.
That's right.
So the
Keep
NBNN
yourself
app
in
is
touch with the latest information happening inside Shroud
and
Avatar.
all the best links.
Links to everything.
Right.
Links to the forums,
Yes.
links to our podcasts, links to the radios, links to Soda Map, links to you name it, we've got it. Help videos.
Yeah.
It's all in there.
I would like the direct link to Shroud Marketplace and my shop with teleports and recall scrolls.
Well, unfortunately, there's not a direct link to your shop, but there is a link to Shroud
What?
Marketplace.
Oh.
There is a link
Oh,
to
damn.
the Grimy Traders Auction House.
Okay. Links to all over the place. Yes.
And of course,
don't forget
if there is something
the
that
community
you think
calendar.
we're missing, please send me a note. There is a little feature inside the app where you can say, hey, I think you should have this, and you can send that in, and it comes right to me, and I will look at it, and we'll get it added. But yes, more importantly, it has this feature.
You mean that calendar feature that's also that is on
Soda
NBNN.info,
community
which
calendar.
yes, that community calendar that has where you have meticulously gone through and found all the public calendars that you have heard about related to Shroud of the Avatar, and
Or
if your
people
calendar is
have
not
told
there,
me about and asked
Yeah,
me to add.
yes.
That's right. We have several
And
here
you need
that
to
have been recently
email
added.
you need to email news@nbnn.info your link to your Google public calendar so that way you can have it added to the Shroud of the Avatar community calendar, the one that's also on
Get
the
out of here!
NBNN
There's
app.
a link to the marketplace. Don't be giving
Yes.
people misinformation. There's a link right
Hard
there.
to find, hard as hell. You gotta dig and dig and dig.
Dig and dig. It's bottom
Yeah, look
left
for it
hand
the other
corner.
day.
Calendar button all the way at
No,
the
he
top.
says there's no
And don't
link to
forget-
the marketplace.
Oh yeah.
You gotta dig around. It's hard to find them. Just saying.
Yeah.
The big icon says marketplace. You can't miss it. Right on
Shroud
the front
Marketplace.
screen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Don't forget that all times on the community calendar are Central Standard Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia Time.
Nude
And
Britannia time.
around the clock at 12 and 6, there are two idiots that interpret the news, so you don't have to on a show called Lunch. where you do not get to watch us eat on most days, with us on WRFB.
WRFB.
Radio Free Britannia. Today at 4 on Avatars Radio, Golden Wings Going Country. At 7 p.m. in-game, you can join Kazan Phoenix Fire or Mal Hari for the Phoenix Republic PvE nights.
Oops.
And while you're doing that, tune in your Ether amplifiers to WRFB.
WRFB.
For the 70s at 7. At 8 p.m., you need to go over to the website that's hearthofbritannia.com for the Dragons Meet. That is open to anybody and everybody. First 10, 12 people to get into the Dragons Meet. And you can talk about all things related to Shroud of the Avatar, led by none other than Rustic Dragon.
Yay!
Yay! What's the topic for tonight?
We're going to be discussing the virtue of honor and also having a recap of last weekend's fan-fucking-tastic Festival of the Silver Serpent run by Unseen Dragon.
Oh,
sweet.
See, I wish I could have gone to it, but maybe next year I'll be able to make the Festival of the Silver Serpent. Because I look at those pictures, I look at the fact that y'all are crafting arrows, you're forging things, doing all kinds of stuff. It's like, I jizzed in my pants a little bit.
Oh yeah, it was fantastic. I haven't even posted my pictures yet either, and I took like 1,000 plus.
Oh yeah.
There's more where that came from.
Okay. Oh yeah. Don't forget, at 8 o'clock, you need to turn in your Ether amplifiers to WRFB.
WRFB. Hello.
Hello, Nurse is going to be doing some unmedicated schizophrenia part 2.
Yeah. And yes,
she's going to give you
our own Clipsy made it. She went live in Atlanta last night while she was traveling.
Awesome.
So for those who happened to tune in, they caught her live on the road last night.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I'm glad she made it, and she's in town for her sister's graduation. Yep. Oops. Then at 10 p.m. on AR, Amber Rain is going to be doing Temper Tantrum TJs. And if that's not your thing and you'd rather listen to WRFB,
Radio Free,
you can listen to The Record Room. And that's our community calendar for this May 11th.
Thursday.
In Shroud of the Avatar.
Now, of course, we do have some more information. Of course, let us not forget, while Wayne Klotz has been down and out, we do have the wonderful Lady Jade here to give us the recap from last night on the EVL Virtue League. Unfortunately, Wayne hit the snag with a Windows update bug where he has been down ever since. At least we haven't heard from him. He gave me a phone call last night to say, Laz, I'm not going to make it. And I'm like, dude, no sweat. Don't worry about it. Shit happens. But Lady Jade, what do you got for us out there?
Well, it was a pretty big night for us. Some good things, some problems. We ran a promotional, which did pick up 3 brand new fighters in Group C, which is great. Still leaves 7 Kodos to give away.
Kodo giveaway to get new fighters? Is that what that was?
It was. And we had a Group C of 8 contestants, Group B 13, and Group A 3. Everybody is scared to go to Group A. And in fact, that's kind of a small talking point here. But just really quickly, let me just give you the winners. Group A is Corpor. Group B was Silas. And Group C was Margaret McLean.
Margaret Reese. I tell
Marguerite,
you, she's one tough little cookie. You wouldn't tell from that voice of hers, I tell you.
Oh, she has got the voice, doesn't she?
I tell you, she was the perfect bait. If you wanted to bait some enemy in, you get Marguerite to go talk to him. She's got that sweet, innocent voice, and all of a sudden, bam!
We did discover a bug last night at the tournament. And when you duel another player, you don't lose experience. Otherwise, the Virtue League would die. We did discover, however, and did report that if you had a summoned or a casted pet up, you did indeed lose experience in a duel. Therefore, last night we banned them all in an
Ooh,
effort
very
to
interesting.
shortcut that problem.
What? Huh. That's
Very,
interesting.
very
Good to know. Good to know.
The other thing is that we ran into an old problem last night, which is the length of the tournament. And what we're going to do about that, we haven't decided. We're going to see if we're going to continue. It did go 3 hours. We try to shoot for an hour and a half. But other than
Is
that,
it
everybody
possible?
had a great time. Go ahead.
Is it possible that the Virtue League might be broken up into multiple days for like Group A night, Group B night, Group C night?
Yeah, well, actually, it would be Group A and C night and Group B night because B is big. That's one thought. The other thought is, for those who don't know, Virtual Oasis is going to be pulling up their biome. And I haven't talked to the powers that be, but the other thought is back-to-back rings.
Okay.
So that's a thought.
Very interesting. Very
So
interesting.
that's about what I have and what happened last night. It was a good. I mean, we had over 50 people in the zone at one point. I mean, it was a good turnout for fighters and spectators, and we're grateful to everybody who showed up. And
So,
thank you for the time to
real
talk
quick,
about it.
What's keeping the fighters, just real brief, from wanting to be in Group A?
Yeah, Group A is a voluntary assignment. Group A is the only group where you're allowed to use potions and artifacts,
Okay.
and therefore it's kind of an elite thing.
It
but what
tilts
I'm
the
discovering is
scales
that
if somebody's got a little bit more this or a little
resources,
bit more that. Yeah,
higher
gotcha.
pledge, whatever.
Gotcha.
I have not brought this up anywhere except now here, to be honest with you, because so few. We have 3 or 4 in Group A, and one of them has expressed dissatisfaction and may not finish the season. I'm considering bringing it up to the crew at the end of the season if we just don't want to ban potions and artifact and have Group A, B, and C because B is so damn big.
Gotcha.
And just get rid of the Group A as it is now. Anyway,
Alrighty.
thank you.
Thank you for the update. That, of course, is Lady Jade from EVL and bringing us an update on the Virtue League. If you want to catch the Virtue League, that's happening every Wednesday night, and Wayne Klotz is usually doing a live stream. He's been covering that as of late. And, of course, if you want to find out what's going on around town, you want to find out where the fights or where all the happenings are, don't forget, go to nbnn.info. And click on the calendar link, and you can see the latest happenings of what's going on throughout the day here inside Shroud Avatar. And, of course, if you got stuff you want to add, come see this guy. We'll get it added for you. And, of course, we're going to go ahead and start wrapping it up to get out of here. Going to go ahead and thank all our sponsors out there. I'm not going to roll them up on screen today. Of course, WRFB, if you want to catch us in rebroadcast throughout the day, or if you want to listen to the Deco Divas spin their tunes, or you want to hear the latest hijinks and shenanigans trying to find Baldo on Saturday mornings, or you got stuff to swap and talk about at the Swap Shop Saturday nights, tune in to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. All sorts of great programming out there throughout the week for you. Of course, we've got the 70s at 7 every night. We've got the Record Room every evening throughout the week. And don't forget, if you don't like what you're listening to on the radio, we have a request system out there where you can just click on the request link, do a search through the database, and pick your own songs. Get a couple of friends together, and you guys can take over the radio and listen to what you want to hear. How's that for interactive, folks? So if you don't like it, you can change it just by going and requesting it and getting into the rotation. How's that sound? Of course, it sounds great, don't it? But nobody uses it. I don't think anybody realizes we've got all that. On top of that, you can actually send a request, or on top of the request, you can send and dedicate it to somebody. Write a little bit of text and say, hey, a reason to go check out what's going on the WRFB website. Okay, anyway, moving right along, GrimeyTraders.com. You want to start your own auction? Check out the auction house, GrimeyTraders.com. Arkanchara Markham Farms for your wholesale cotton reagents, vegetables, ale, and much, much more. Dawn's Keep, just south of Central Brittany. also on the Shroud Marketplace for your convenience. BMC, check out all the good vendors over at Black Rock Cove, located in the Quell region, right next to the Exeter Mine. All sorts of vendors out there for you, and all sorts of openings to place your own lot, set up your own vendor. Go check them out today. Our good friend Jacob White, SodaMap.com, constantly striving to improve your experience. Don't forget those new scenes. They're new, so he hasn't gotten around to those yet. He will get those in for you as soon as possible. Otherwise, hit on M in the in-game, on your game keyboard, and you will get Soda Map. Give it a minute. Takes a minute to load. Don't complain it's broke. Wait for it, folks. There's a lot of requests going out to that server. Our good friend Ben over at Relics by Rild, relicsbyrild.com, for all your licensed Shrouded Avatar swag. You want t-shirts, hats, patches, more, go to Relics by Rild. Use the promo code NBNN. You'll save 10% on checkout. And last but not least, our friends over at the Marketplace for all your virtual vendable needs. You need it. The Marketplace has got it. And I tell you what, we've got less than a minute left. So Jack, real quick.
It's Shroud Marketplace, the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. Approaching 50 different players that are vendors, and if you want to become a vendor on Shroud, I know
50 players, man. 50 different stores
if you want to
for you to choose from.
If you want to sell your stuff, you can always register for an account, and then on the left-hand side, click on vendor registration, and you can start selling your stuff. And you get to set the price. You can set just like the latest vendor, George Jetson, or if you can buy or sell Game Gold, Crowns of the Obsidian, accounts, all player-owned towns, all the way to in-game services. All of that can be bought or sold on Shroud Marketplace. Check it out.
That's right.
Yes.
And of course, we got to thank you guys for not being that big bear trying to beat us up on set today. We love you guys out there, and thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thank you for your support. We love you guys. We love to see you out here every day. We love chatting with you, and we love all your feedback. Of course, if you got anything you want to say, come on in and join us. Send us a message at news@nbnn.info, and you just may hear your topic come up here on the show. Till then, we're going to roll on out of here. I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Stay tuned for more news, sports, entertainment, crazy wild hijinks, the latest shenanigans and updates right here inside Shroud of the Avatar. Have a great day, everybody, and we will see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Have we
You can't bear it, can you? Let's have
choose.